Me, Diana, and today is Thursday, so it's my turn to do a video. Today I'm going to talk about a family member that Grace and I have not yet mentioned. It's this bitch right here! This is Mwaji. Hi! She's my dog. She's 5 years old. You probably saw her running around in a couple of my other videos. I've had her ever since I moved to New York. She was my first paycheck. And money well spent, I have to say. When I first got her, I did a lot of research of what kind of dog I wanted, and there was a pet store. I know I should have adopted, but you know what? Fresh graduate, out of college, didn't know any better. Next time I'll adopt. But for her, I got her at a pet store that actually came with, who dealt with a lot of reputable breeders. And it came highly recommended. I can't remember the pet store off the top of my head. It was somewhere on the Upper East Side. And they guaranteed when you bought the puppy from them, it would come already potty trained, or at least started with the potty training, which she was. I had minimal potting training for her. She already knew how to go on the wee-wee pad, so proud mama right here. When I got my dog, all I knew was I wanted a small dog because it has to be apartment friendly, and it had to be female. Why? Because when I grew up, I had a small white dog that was male, and he peed everywhere. Everywhere he wanted to just mark his territory. He was very territorial, and everything was him. He had a lot of attitude. Do not deal with the tude, alright? I basically went to the store and said, hey, here's my budget. I want a female dog. What you got? So I actually set my heart out on getting a Havanese. And the Havanese that they had were pure white, aka pure expensive. So it was out of my budget. They took out a little puppy that was white, but had little soft brown highlights around the face. And they said, here, this is a female dog within your budget. Wrap it, charge it, ship it, I'll take it. And so I'm filling out the paperwork and all that. And then they start grooming it for me and getting it all ready. And then I saw the owner pick up the dog like this to the underbelly, and I see a giant penis. And I'm like, whoa, 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 hold up. There's something extra down there that I did not pay for. I guess I like things that come free with purchase, but that is definitely not one of them. And they're like, oh, what are you talking about? And I'm like, that is a male dog. I specifically said, did not want a male dog. And they're like, no, it's not a male dog. And they literally put their hand, they're like, it's not a male dog. Oh my god, you're right. I'm sorry, this is the brother. This is the sister for your budget. And that's how I met Mwaji. I didn't even look at her at the very beginning. I thought I was going home with her brother. And when I bought her, they told me it was a Maltese poodle, but I was like, hey, this is not a Maltese poodle I've ever seen in my life. And I looked online, and when I went to the vet, they're like, is that a Shih Tzu mix? And I'm like, is it a Shih Tzu mix? You tell me. I even looked into getting a DNA test to see what kind of dog breed she is, but one of my friends who was a veterinarian told me that's actually really hard to detect because with all the crossbreeding that dogs have these days, they have basically every single dog breed in their blood, so it's really hard to tell which one is which. So I've always just been under the assumption she was a Maltipoo. Until one day I looked it up, and guess what she is? She's a Havanese. She is a Havanese. Remember when I said I wanted a Havanese and they said it was out of my budget? No. Guess who's in my budget now? Havanese mixes are a crossbreed in itself, so sometimes some look more like terriers and some look more like Bichon Frises. But I'm sure she's a Havanese now because I'm looking at Havanese puppy pictures and exactly like her when she was a puppy. So that's my thing for today. So I'll see you guys later. Grace's video is coming out on Monday, so stay tuned for that. Bye guys. See? So cute, right? Yeah. And she's a stage 5 clinger if this was not apparent enough. She loves her mommy. Loves her mommy. And if I'm a little late from work, she leaves me a little treat from her butt on the floor instead of her wee-wee pad, and she does it intentionally. I swear to God, this is not me being paranoid.